I'm going to talk about reporting today and look at two different types of reports, just some basic reports and statistical reports. To demonstrate the first type of report, I'm going to go into borrowers. The way reporting works in Oliver is that you search for records you'd like to include and then you run a report on them. So we'll click on borrowers. That takes us to a search borrowers screen. This allows us to select which records, which borrowers we'd like to include in our report. For today's example, I'm going to select all the students. So I'll just choose the borrower type of student and click search at the top of the screen. Once you've got some records on the screen that you'd like to report on, you then click the report button. The report button can be selected from the top of the screen. A report is also available from the menu on the right-hand side of the screen. When you select report, you can then choose which report you'd like to produce. There's several reports available. They all have different names and they're listed alphabetically. Some of the reports have an example which lets you see what the report would look like before you produce it. Let's choose the borrower barcode list with your enroll class. You can choose which format you'd like it in, whether it's Word, PDF or Excel. Not all reports have all formats available. For this example, we'll choose Word. Once you've chosen a report and a format, click the Go button in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Once the report has been produced, there'll be a download link available at the top of the screen. Click the download link. Once the report's downloaded, you can open or save it. And there we have a report of all our borrowers and their barcodes. At the top of the screen where it reads Oliver Training 059, that's where your library name would appear. This report can then be printed, saved, sent by email, or just closed when you're finished with it. Once you're finished with the report, click the Return to List button at the top of the screen. Reporting on Kellogg records is very similar. We go to the Cataloging menu on the left side of the screen and we'll select Resources. This takes us to a search screen which allows us to search for or select which records we'd like to include in our report. I'm going to use a range of dates, date entered, and by using the calendar buttons, just specify a date range. This allows me to just include catalogue records added in the specified range. By choosing the same date in each field, it's just going to do that single day. Click the search button at the top of the screen, and we have a list of records. These are the records that will be included when we report on them. To run the report, either click the report button at the top of the screen or select report from the menu on the right hand side. List of resources or cataloging reports is now displayed. We can select a report from the list and you can see that some example reports are there as well. If we just click on example, you can see a sample of what the report would look like if we were to run it. This is using sample data, not your real data, but at least you can see which fields will be displayed and how they will be displayed, how it will be formatted. We'll choose a report format of PDF this time and click Go in the top left-hand corner of the screen to start the report. When the report's ready, click the download link. Once the report's downloaded, open or save it. And there's our report in PDF format. That can be printed, saved, sent to someone by email, or just closed when you're finished with it. Click the Return to List button to return to your list of titles.